Hey, if you make better presentations, you're going to enroll more people. If you enroll more people, you're going to grow faster. If you grow faster, you're going to make more money. You will make more money. You'll be happier. You'll duplicate better, and the world will be a better place. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the podcast. Randy Gage here. So let's talk about 5 secrets for making better presentations. And as I teased you about in the opening, really does. It will allow you to enroll more people, but even more importantly, you'll have better duplication because your people will enroll more people and you'll get this ripple effect all the way through the team. But it comes with making sure that the foundation, the structure of your presentation is a good one. So I've got 5 tips for helping you do that. Number 1, use your heart, not your head. This is like marketing 101. People are moved to take action by emotion, much more so than logic. When you can create an emotion, when you can touch someone on an emotional level, they're much more likely to do something like take out a credit card and join your team. So making people be able to feel something beats any business insight that you could do. So just think about that after you finish with this episode. I want you to do a little critical thinking and look at these 5 things with your presentation, with the PowerPoint you're using, the outline for your live stream, whatever you're using for your opportunity presentations, and say, hey, are we touching people on an emotional level, or are we just reciting a bunch of facts? Number 2, employ the proper use of visual aids. Let me tell you a universal truth. PowerPoint was created for people who don't have power and don't have a point. It's terrible. I mean, one of the leading cause of death in the world today is death by PowerPoint. That people are just dying of boredom in a presentation because somebody is reading a slide with paragraphs of writing on it. A visual aid should be, breaking news, a visual aid, a chart, a graph, a graphic, a photo, a few, like 3 to 5 keywords to anchor the point of the speaker. If you have 10 lines of copy on your slide and you're reading it, you're just forcing the audience to disconnect from you, whether they're in a live meeting room or you're on a live stream. Either way, principle is the same. That person in the audience can read the writing, and 20% of the time it takes you to speak the writing. So after they read it, they disconnect from the rest of what you're saying because they already know what you're saying. So they start thinking about their grocery list and if they picked up the dry cleaning and, what is their favorite team going to win that night? And you lost them. You're forcing them to disconnect from you. So use visual aids that actually anchor a point, but keep the communication fresh. Number 3, avoid comp plan coma. Why this is so important? Here's the thing. I think a lot of you would be shocked to know the presentations that I'm creating for 5 years, 8 years, maybe even 10 years. I don't even describe all the elements of the comp plan. And I bring this up because I want you to know, and I'm not saying this to brag, I want you to know the context of what I'm talking about. Please understand that for what I create for my own team, my proteges, my consulting clients, the companies I design presentations for, I've produced literally billions with a B, billions of dollars worth of sales in our space. And I'm doing it without explaining all of the minutia of the compensation plan. Do you really think that when you talk about how to earn the bonus card, to be qualified at the senior director level with 10,000 CV points, of which only 40% can be from one line, and two personal sponsored bronze executives who each have 1,000 CV and two active people? Do you really think anybody in the world understands a word of that if they're not a savant in network marketing? Just say, and we've even got a way you can earn a free bonus card, right? Talk about leverage. Talk about getting out of debt. But in terms of the comp plan stuff, and by the way, that get out of debt thing, that goes back to the first secret about creating the emotional attachment. You can talk about your global advancement 1% pool. Nobody understands that. If you talk about, we'll help you pay off all of your credit card debt, become debt free, they understand that, and you can touch them on an emotional level. But so look at, again, this is your homework after this episode. I want you to look at your PowerPoint, look at your outlines for your your opportunity presentations. And are you really just talking about how duplication works, how to escape trading hours for money, and employing the concept of leverage? That here with leverage sales, direct selling, network marketing, MLM, whatever terminology you're using, we allow the average person to unleash the power of leverage that previously was only available to the ultra wealthy or the ultra successful. Prince and Madonna and Michael Jackson and Elvis Presley and Mark Cuban and Oprah Winfrey and Bill Gates and Steve Jobs, all these wealthy people, they employed the concept of leverage. Number 4, employ social proof. Here's the reality. Most of the people in the world today, they don't know how to think. They're looking for people to tell them what to think. They're not critical thinkers. They're not independent thinkers. And they're afraid to make decisions. They're afraid to join your team because they're afraid of making decisions and they think it might be a bad decision. So they do nothing. They procrastinate. They raise objections. They reject you. They turn you down. They just put you off. They ghost you. Why? Because they're afraid of making a decision. What takes away that fear is social proof. Use testimonials, case studies, research, testing, awards. All of those things create social proof. So Muhammad says, wow, other people are doing that business successfully. I believe it can work for me. Rosita says, wow, people using those products are getting those results. They should work that way for me. This is a safe decision. And finally, number 5, really key one, and I'm shocked at how many people don't have this in their presentation, is make a call to action. I like to have some kits. I like to have like a retailer kit, a builder's kit, and a leadership kit, and suggest here's the 3 based on what you want to do. Pick one of the 3, but it's a call to action. You should be talking about timing, because when you get in an organization could make a really big difference in your income and your success. And positioning, timing and positioning. And again, everyone, all the different companies, we have like 150 companies who listen to this podcast. So You all have different compensation plans. I can't break down all the ones for your specific company, but I can tell you that timing and positioning are important, and make sure that you include those in your call to action. All right, 5 simple secrets, but really important secrets. And again, this is about just making your standardized core presentation better. So when you do that, it's going to enroll more people, and the people it enrolls will be able to duplicate in a stronger capacity. All right, go out and have an amazing week. Love you guys. Peace.